We're back at the Great American Beer Festival with Brian Lutz. He's a head brewer and beer veteran of Belgian-style ales. And Brian, you know, you've won many medals in the past in your past days as a brewer. Here with West Flanders, this is your second year at the Great American Beer Festival?
First year, yeah. First year back, yeah, exactly.
And so, you know, nothing to show this year, but you know, I noticed that a lot of breweries around the nation doing Belgian-style ales, and with that being a really popular style, especially around Colorado with West Flanders and a lot of other breweries here, didn't seem like Colorado did too well. Why do you think that is?
You know, I can only speak for myself. It's a great question. I think there's kind of a juxtaposition of the whole thing, right? I mean, brewing is about advancing, right? So the reason why this hall right now is packed is because people want to come down and try beers that are new, that they've never had before. And in order for us to provide that to the public, we've got, you know, we as brewers, we experiment, we come up with new things, right? And thus advancing the palate, advancing ingredients, advancing taste and what have you. And I think, you know, for me personally, I find something that I like and my customers like, and I kind of stick with it. And that could be a bad strategy for trying to win medals, because there's something to be said for remaining nimble and continue to advance, right? So, you know, one really great thing for me is just coming down and kind of just level setting and just understanding what people are, what brewers are brewing and what brews are winning and how different those are from what I'm making. And then there's absolutely a delta, you know, between the two. And that's the beauty of the whole thing. The whole thing has to move forward, and that means making new things every year. And you know, if that means that the taste profile of one beer moves forward, then so be it. It's better than stagnation, because stagnation is boring. People don't expect that. They want new stuff.
But you're known for some classic beers. Your Daisy Cutter, you know, it's just. I mean, it's legendary. Is that something that you think needs to evolve, or is it just minor tweaking?
No, you know, I actually, you know, for me, I'm honored to brew beer. It's more of an honorable duty to brew beer for our community. And winning medals is nice, but I don't even come up with a recipe with a medal in mind. For me, it'd be a wonderful thing to be recognized for, but that's not the reason I'm in it. And don't get me wrong, I'd love to win a medal, and it's always disappointing when you don't, but it's always fun when you do. But at the end of the day, the real reward is to have someone, you know, sit across the bar and pay their hard-earned money for something that you made, something that you put your love into, and for them to say, wow, this is really great, this is a great experience. That is the ultimate compliment, and that's how I'm going to continue to approach it.
And one last thing, when you were at Redfish, you guys did, the food was kind of a front and center item. At West Flanders, food is really, I mean, it's almost a foodies type of restaurant. And you really integrated beer into a lot of the different elements of your menu, from sauces to things like that. Tell me about how it's been brewing beer with an eye towards the food that it's going to be used with.
No, it's great. It's a great question. Again, I mean, I think for us, it's all about, you know, everything we do has a local flavor, we hope. You know, we're locally owned, the beer's local. We buy our ingredients from local farmers, you know, for vegetables and for our meat product. And I think that we want to just incorporate the entire experience and wrap it around the beer. I think there's a lot of cool experimentation that's yet to be done with food and beer. There's a few guys here, obviously, you know, Garrett Oliver from Brooklyn. I mean, an absolute pioneer. I mean, in pairing food and beer, but there's just so much that hasn't been done, and I think we're just in a good spot right now where people are receptive to it, and we've got someone in the kitchen that has the creative mind to actually do it. And that's another great way to advance everything, to advance food and the customer experience and the beer as well. So I think we're in a good spot in Boulder on Pearl Street to touch a lot of people and kind of get the message out there. So we're excited.
Great.
Yeah.
Brian, thank you very much.
It's always a pleasure.
Hey, cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Brian Lutz with West Flanders Brewing on Pearl Street in Boulder, Colorado, here at the Great American Beer Festival.